Descriptions are never real. Been thinking about that a lot. I read it in a book this morning in a quote, but it made sense because it's all about talking about flow and in the now. And the fact that describing something about what something is never ever the same as actually experiencing it in your life, the sensations of it, actually being in the now with it. Because we're always good at talking, or I've been always good at being nostalgic and talking about the past. But the past is gone. And all you've ever have, all that ever exists is right now, right here. But of course, I've, been a master of looking to the future. That human trait that we're all great at, and the only species on the planet that does it. So we look to the future, which of course causes anxiety when you can't predict the future, which of course we can't. Which is why when everyone's always looking to the future, when I've always looked to the future of what might happen, or this might happen, that might happen, then our brain gets threatened by it. And so we create some big scary monster around it when it's not true at all. Experiencing it is never as bad as what we imagine or what we describe to ourselves. And that's really what this video is about, is the fact that I've done that a lot in my past. I've become very good at it. Either looking in the past of the good old days, or the times when you've done something you really enjoy but you can't quite or aren't able to do that, which I haven't been recently. Or looking to the future, as I say, and wishing. Instead of being present, being right here, getting rid of those thoughts, all the thoughts that don't serve. And those thoughts didn't serve me because they put me everywhere except where I should be, which was focusing on what I can experience right this second. Being in that now moment, being in the flow, just allowing life happening for you. But I think what's happened a lot in the past is the fact that I've allowed life to happen to me. Not always how I wanted it either. And yet, I allowed that control to slip away from me. And it can happen to anybody. But I didn't think that at the time. Because when you're in your own little world, you always think, your own little bubble, you always think it's only ever happening to you. It never happens to anybody else. Everyone looks happy. Everyone's got everything they ever want. And it's all bullshit. But when you put yourself in this little bubble and start focusing about the things you wish you had, you just bring yourself down. And it's not a great place to be. I know, been there. So, the whole description is not real is very true. I now look to experience everything that I choose to have in my life. I don't want to just hear about it, read about it, or have it described to me. It's the same as when people say, "Oh, don't go and see that film. It's rubbish." But my perception of that film was completely different to his, as I was talking to in a video yesterday about perception. So I've got to experience it for myself to see in that very moment what that is. It's the same when you meet somebody face to face. It's always better than on the phone. It's always better than social media. I had a conversation with a man, a guy I know last year, and we got talking about connection. And the fact that everyone says they're so connected now, or the world's a connected place, but I've never seen so much disconnection in living memory. And he was agreeing, because even though people were connecting, they weren't experiencing. They weren't experiencing the face-to-face contact, being present in the now with somebody else or a group of other people. And I think it's really important. Didn't realise until last week how isolated I have made myself at times, because I work for myself. I don't have any other staff in front of me. Yes, I use other people who do things for me, but they don't have to be in the same place. And it wasn't until I was talking last week to a few friends of mine, as I mentioned in another video, that you get a different perspective, a different experience. So, oh, light's gone off. I think we've lost them. There we go. As you can see, I'm in the car again. Completely didn't get round to creating this today in the daylight, so I've just shot it in the dark. So, Description is not real. Experiences are real. Take that away. Have a think about it. If you feel lost, if you feel that you don't quite know where to go, you're not quite sure how to get there, let me know. I've got some experience in this stuff, and I'll point you in the right direction. Until next time, see you later, buddy.